Hey, welcome back to the Big Ranch Show. Thank you for joining me. Now we're talking about trans rights again. And I don't even know where to start. The state of Florida is trying to make it to where they're going to force all kids to detransition. They're already passing that. And now I'm hearing that they are going to do the same thing that Texas did. To make parents that provide gender affirming care basically targets of the government. They're going to allow the state government to basically kidnap children from their custodial parents if they provide them any kind of transgender affirming care. That's puberty blockers, that's even just a social transition. Florida wants to get rid of all of it. If you're allowing your child to have a social transition, even if you're not using puberty blockers, the state of Florida wants to be able to kidnap your child and give them to either the state or foster home, or if you happen to be, a co-parenting situation, they can take your kid away and give them to the other person, no matter how bad that other person may have been to them. Now, this hasn't passed yet, but it will. It's Florida. People in Florida don't give a crap about people like us. They don't. They never will. And that's one reason I used to have dreams of going to visit Florida. I wanted to go to, Key West and all that kind of stuff. I wanted to go do all the fun stuff. I wanted to go to Orlando. I wanted to go to Disney. I wanted to go to Universal. I had dreams at one point of going to see a Florida Gator game because I thought that would have been awesome. But even if I had the money, I wouldn't be safe. Because much like Tennessee, Florida's passing anti-drag bills. They want to ban the existence of trans people. Just like Texas with their little Nazi registry of trans people. Other states are trying to follow that too. So where do we go from here? Do we just let the red states have their way? I know the ACLU, they are trying, but there's only so much they can do in the courts because a lot of the federal judges are Trump appointees. The Supreme Court will side with Florida on everything, just like they did abortion. They sided with Texas and Florida and all those other states that said that we should get rid of Roe v. Wade, not for any constitutional reasons. No, they didn't have a constitutional reason. They had to make up reasons to get rid of Roe v. Wade, and they'll make up reasons to get rid of the Obergefell decision, uh, the marriage equality, decision, and they will overturn any protections for trans individuals in this country. I wish I could say I had a better idea of what's going on, but I don't. I'm literally at my wit's end. It seems in the last few years, some people in America have just proven how terrible they are. I saw something the other day that said Texas is going to put it on the ballot to secede from the Union in 2024. Normally, I would have said no, don't do that. That's stupid. But now I'm saying maybe you should. Same thing with Florida, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Missouri, Oklahoma, Montana, South Dakota, because they do not aspire to the American ideals of freedom and liberty. They live in a world of where they want to control you. They want oppression and tyranny. But I can tell you right now, I'm not changing who I am just because some jackass wants to legislate my existence. I'm not going anywhere. That's not going to change. And I know a lot of people are out there have trans kids, and they're concerned. They don't know what to do. They're stuck in states like Texas and Florida. They can't get out. They don't have the money. And there's organizations out there. Those organizations only have so many funds to help people out. So what do you do? Nothing. Seems like all I can do. I don't feel like my voice is being heard here on YouTube. I don't think anybody really even cares what I have to say, hardly, except for the few people that comment. And thank you guys. Because the one thing I use these videos for, I don't make any money here. Hardly. You know, out of all the years that I've worked on this channel, making videos and content for this channel, I've gotten absolutely one paid one time, and I've been doing this since 2015. But I come here because it's a good outlet for me. It's a place where I can vent, and some of you actually show up to watch my videos, and I'm absolutely amazed that anybody watches my videos. That's absolutely amazing to me. But don't lose hope. That's all I can say. Take pride in who you are, and don't let other people bring you down. Don't let these governments, because these people, they rise and fall. What you're seeing is just kind of the death knell of the far right conservative movement in America. They are terrified. They feel that their way of life is being threatened, even though we pose no threat to them. I truly don't believe existing is posing a threat. And I still found a quote. I saw a quote the other day from Dolly Parton that I thought was hilarious. The gist of it was, she's like, I dress more provocatively than any drag queen she's ever met. Or, she says she dresses more provocatively than any drag queen she's ever met. Is Tennessee going to ban her next? I wonder the same thing about Oklahoma and Reba McEntire, because she wears these extravagant gowns and stuff like that on some of her, concerts and stuff like that. And I'm sure she's going to be at her new restaurant, club place down here up here in Oklahoma. Anyways, all I can say is keep your head up, keep going forward, and if you have the money to give, not that a lot of people do, but if you have the money to give to some of these things like the Trevor Project and even more, more charities of that particular nature, then I think we'll be okay. Because there are charities out there that are trying to help these families move, but the problem is some of them can't. Either they're tied to a job that they cannot leave because they won't be able to eat or have a place to live, things like that. And it really bothers me because it's like watching the Shapley family. They had to leave they left one town, then they moved to Austin, and then Austin wasn't even safe enough anymore because the state government decided they were Nazis and they were going to kidnap these children from their parents and throw the parents in jail. Anyways, this has been the Big Ranch Show. I'll see you down the road. Just like I said, keep your head up.